Welcome back, everybody. Tampa police officers recovering at home. He was shot in the chest. Jorge Rodriguez was shot last Saturday while confronting a man who had just committed a murder. His decision to wear his body armor most likely saved his life. And since that shooting, we've learned something that a lot of people outside of law enforcement may not have known. Body armor is optional. Not just with TPD, but with a lot of local law enforcement across the country. Major Chad Cronus from Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is in with us this morning to talk about this. You brought in a lot of examples of body armor. Good to see you.
We did. I know you say optional, people think, oh, you're crazy not to wear it, but I have to tell you, it's hot out there. And when you have this heavy vest, which is half the weight that it used to be back when I started 24 years ago and I wore it every day, you could lose 2 pounds a night being out in the ship.
And is that why you wouldn't wear it if you had that option?
That's exactly right, Russell. It constricts your movement and it's hot. It's hot.
I can imagine.
It's uncomfortable when you're in the car, you're out the car, you're trying to perform your duties. It is an obstruction.
You brought some things along this morning, and there's some that you wear under your uniform. There's some you wear outside your uniform. And do they perform the same task?
Same task, same vest. You know, this is an older one, and you can noticeably see how heavy this is. You know, imagine wearing that 12 hours out in a shift, in and out of a car, doing your duties.
It's heavy.
And it doesn't breathe. This material doesn't breathe. It's hot. Now, modern day marvels of technology feel how light that is.
Much lighter.
I mean, probably less than half the weight. So I think
you're right.
Officers are electing to wear the vest more these days.
And this is one that's worn underneath the uniform.
Underneath the uniform. Now, tactical vest, say someone like me, we go to an active shooting call, some type of tactical situation. It's in the trunk of my car. I can grab it and go. I'm prepared. I'm protecting myself.
Yeah, I want to get to this one before and ask you some more questions.
And we knew you would love this.
Well, you know how I am about the dogs.
Exactly right. What a great resource.
And I mean, your canines?
To protect our dogs. I mean, out in Polk County, you know, the suspect shot our canines. So absolutely have to protect our canine deputies too.
And this thing I want to show, because this is another part of it. This is
a trauma plate. This can go inside the front of the vest,
yeah,
and adds an additional level of protection. Stab resistant. You're in a car accident, that will help absorb energy too.
And I know I don't want to get into specifics of what happened to this officer on Saturday night. You and I were together. You were getting all the updates, and we were talking about it. But when someone is shot and they're wearing one of these, you're not like Superman. It's not going to bounce off you. Absolutely. What's it going to do?
This vest is designed with several layers and composites of Kevlar to absorb the energy of a bullet. And what it does, a bullet upon impact mushrooms and opens up. This will absorb the energy, force the bullet to open up. Now that means your body's still absorbing the energy coming in, you're just not getting the bullet. It's stopping the bullet. They believe that the officer Rodriguez over the weekend, the bullet will stop by the first out of 17 layers of this vest. That's how strong this is. A piece of Kevlar is stronger than the same size of a piece of steel.
But at the same time, we should say, and this officer was hurt, you're going to be hurt. You're probably going to break some ribs.
You're going to break some ribs. You're going to break some bones. You're going to have some contusions. Your body still absorbs that energy. Luckily, the vest absorbs energy of the bullet.
But then you have the option just because it's so hot in Florida.
You are, but I think you'll see that most people elect to wear it or keep it very close when they encounter that situation, because it is such a marvel resource.
Do you keep one nearby?
Absolutely, in the trunk of my car. I can grab and put it on in seconds.
When you go to a scene, if you're called to a scene, you'll wear it?
Absolutely, without a doubt. Why would you not? You have this technology, why not use it? There's no doubt. Think in the last 30 years, they know that vests saved over 3,000 lives. I mean, expensive. Cost the department probably close to $700.
Per vest?
Per vest, but you save a life. Priceless.
All right. Hey, thanks for bringing this in this morning, because I know we're all fascinated by this, and we've been talking about it. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Have a great day.
You too. Hey, let's get back over to Vanessa, because there's some news going on.